All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karfadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashem Karfadash. That's blessings to the Father and the Son, and double honors to the apostles and elders, which the apostle elders a great millstone, which have diligently done the work for many years. And we say Barakatah Yahweh, which bless the Lord and the Father and the Son for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And what you see taking place right now in the year 2021 is a quickening in the times of us getting up out of here, man. All right? And we come in the name of Yahweh Shai to show you, man, that he told us of these things. He promised us that these things would take place to our enemies and would take place in the land that we would be sent to. All right? And like it says, 2021, we're hastening the coming of Yahweh Shai, and the truth is being put on a high level. And you're seeing it take place with people that are coming at the truth. They're trying to take away from it. They're trying to impede it. But what you're seeing is that everything that was promised is being put in the forefront. It's being put to a place where you cannot deny it, man. And I remember the apostle saying back years back that there'd be a time, and their elders told them that there'd be a time where you will not be able to guess if you're in the time of Jacob's trouble, or there's going to be a time where the world starts acknowledging that something on a higher level is going on. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base on that and just go into that a little bit. But the main point of this lesson is that they're getting ready to push this back, the max. You got to watch it, man. It's sad when you got to watch what you say. I mean, of course, you always had to watch what you say, but the algorithm is tightening up. It's getting smarter. It's starting to pick up on things. So we'll dance with it. We'll be adaptable. I think that's the word it is, being adaptable. So the jab they're trying to push on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the more that you hear them put those names together, that's more proof further showing that because they're pretty much speaking to you in the same breath. All right, they're speaking to you the same way as they speaking about each other. They're almost interchangeable. And why are they doing that? Because the Lord is forcing them to do that. Because He's showing who is His people. All right, and the ones that are catching hell is His people, and the ones that's going to get blessed is His people also. All right, but the world is going to find out. It already knows. The majority of the people know that we are the people of the Bible. You have some people that don't want to research or believe it. That's on them. But the major population of the earth has, seen or is getting ready to see the glory that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to put on us, man. As a nation, the elect first, and then the whole nation shall be saved when the kingdom of heaven is established and righteousness is put on the planet Earth. So I'm gonna play this video. It's a small clip. It's like maybe 20, 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna jump into some precepts, and then I'm gonna close on out.
Because it's changed minds and mindsets. Because it laid the groundwork for progress. COVID-19 has further ripped a path of destruction through every community in America, but no one has been spared. But the devastation in communities of color has been nothing short of stunning. Just look at the numbers. 40% of frontline workers, nurses, first responders, grocery store workers, are Americans of color, and many are still living on the edge. 1 in 10 Black Americans is out of work today. 1 in 11 Latino Americans is out of work today. 1 in 7 households in America.
You see how they're lumping you together? How they're lumping Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans? They're speaking about them in the same context. So that shows you right there that the prophecy of us being put as a nation is already, the vibration is so high that our names are almost being spoken of identically. They don't even realize it, They could say all types of communities. There's all types of people that work those types of jobs, But it's just our nation getting pinpointed out to say we're the ones that need this vaccine the most, man.
About 1 in 4 Black, 1 in 5 Latino households in America report that they don't.
When school isn't a place you have to be, why not go to school where remote learning can be as remote as you want? You have time zone.
Have enough food to eat. in the United States.
Let's go back
of
here a little
color,
bit.
and many are still living on the edge. 1 in 10 Black Americans is out of work today. 1 in 11 Latino Americans is out of work today.
And that's not by coincidence. You know, they speak about it like it was just unsaid problem. And he knows. He's been a part of politics his whole life. He's been a part of seeing laws and bills be passed to affect the Jake community directly. So I don't know why they're speaking, you know, I don't know why politicians speak like that our pain just jumped out of a well somewhere. Okay? We've been in the bottom for as long as America's been alive, man. All right? The founding of America has its roots in slavery, man. And who do you think was committing that? That was the Edomites. That was putting Jake in slavery, bondage, and then saying, oh, like they don't know what happened. Like, yeah, they're being impacted. Oh, we got a woe is me. No, man. No, we don't need, because they're using our pain as a way to attack us again, man. That shows you we need the Lord, man. There is no savior here, man, besides Yahweh Shem Shai. Because they're using our own pain, our own horrific deaths and things that's taken place to us to inflict more pain on us, which the jab is the pain, man. You know, it's forcing people. You know, you can look up the side effects for your own self. I'm not even gonna put this video. I'm not gonna gear towards that. I just want, you know, the way that they put it, like this, our pain and hardship just came out of this blue, and you know we got to try to fix it. No, it's been engineered. It's engrafted in a society. You have unknown racism. People are subconsciously racist, man, in this society. You know, it happens. Just like they did a thing on the names, that black sounding names will get less likely to be hired than white sounding names. So if you got a white sounding name, then you'll be more likely to get a job if you have a so-called Jake sounding name. I thought they weren't racist. I thought let it go. If it was up to the so-called average Edomite, they could let it go. They could say, you know what, I'm gonna give old Taquan a chance. No, man, because it's a deep engrafted racism that's been in all of Babylon, all up and down it, every four corners of it.
1 in 7 households in America, about 1 in 4 Black, 1 in 5 Latino households in America report that they don't have enough food to eat in the United States of America. Black and Latino Americans are dying of COVID-19 at rates nearly 3 times that of white Americans. And it's not white Americans' fault, but just a fact. And the Americans now know it, especially younger Americans. One of the reasons I'm so optimistic about this nation is that today's generation of young Americans...
That's the main point. So they're trying to jab up Jake first and put him in that, you know, which, like it says, those that are delivered unto that, and you consigned unto that, that's on you. So I'm not gonna say anything more on that. So I'm just gonna get these precepts to show why all of a sudden now you gotta ask yourself, why are we being pushed towards the front of the line? You know, you gotta, just like Muhammad Ali had a saying. He said, if the captain coming down to the deck and wants me to go and captain the ship, I'm gonna see if it's sinking, man. We've been at the bottom of the bottom, you know, and nobody cared of us. That's why it says, who will bemoan me? Let me pull that real quick. That's a spirit. You know, because nothing has happened. Everything that has taken place to us, nobody has asked for, you know, to make it right. This is Jeremiah 15 in verse 5. It says, for who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? That's what you see. So who shall have pity, man? I put it right here so I just looked it up on my phone, so I can put it right here. This is Jeremiah 5 and verse 5. And it says, for who, let's go to 4, because this shows that who we are. It shows that what would be happening to us in these last days. This is Jeremiah 15:4. It says, and I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth, because it says because of Manasseh the son of Hezekiah, king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem. So just the Lord promised us as a nation that we would be removed into the kingdoms of the earth, and it's been an ongoing thing. All right, it's still going on today. Because Jake is still migrating around the earth, being shuffled around like dominoes, man. You know, we don't know where Jake don't know where he come from. Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee? All right, so who's going to pity you? The word there is kamal. Kamal. Kamala. Yep, Kamala. Kamala. Let's let Esau play it.
Strong's H2550.
Kamala.
Hamal.
It says the square have compassion, pity. All right. So who's pitying us? It says, for who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee? All right. So this is the Lord promise. So why you think these heathens all of a sudden are going to break the Lord's promise and have pity and bemoan us? They're not. They're not, because it's against the grain, man. The Lord doesn't want them to pity and bemoan us. If that, then we would be, then that would ease up the curses. All right. It says bemoan, to shake, weaver, wander, move to and fro, flutter, show grief. So people aren't even grieved with what happens to us. That's why you see the George Floyd situation. You see all the Jakes that's been slaughtered out throughout the four corners of the U.S. Why is that? Because that there's no grief shown to us. Okay? There's no grief. Even this attempt at grief is not grief, because there's a ulterior motive behind it. There's something else. That's why it's called sleight of hand. You watch this hand, but the trick is really taking place in the other hand. It says to move to and fro, wander, shake, weaver, show grief. So no one's bemoaning us. Okay? No one's bemoaning us but Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's why he set up this truth. That's the way of him actually showing pity and mercy on us, by giving us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding back. It says, for who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? For thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. So the Lord promised that these nations wouldn't love us. He promised that they wouldn't grieve over us. So why do you think they're trying to do it now, man? We ain't delivered. We ain't not out of here. So we still under these curses. We're still under the words Yahweh Shem Yahshua promised. So what do you think these waters, these Maxine waters, what do you think they trying to do, man? They're not love, because that's not what they saying. If you listen to the people talking, they'll make it seem like this is the way for you to get out of everything, man. You know, to prevent you and save your life. Come on, man, a brand new, never experimental DNA manipulate. Come on, man. But you research it yourself. It says, thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord, thou art gone backwards, therefore I will stretch out my hand against thee. How's he doing that? Read Psalms. Well, it said, what? Protect me from thy sword, the wicked, which is thy sword, man. The wicked is the Lord's sword, just like these other nations are the Lord's sword. That's how his hand is stretched out against us. Just like he's going to stretch us against these others. That's why I said, thou are my weapons and my battle axe, my weapons of war, with that which said, he will make the preacher into his weapon. So that's how the Lord is going to stretch us, his hand against the nations when he sets us up. But now he's stretching his hand against us by the way of these other nations coming against us, man. That's how it's being put. That's how we're being punished. So these nations' hands are still stretched out in the form of the Maxine water, man. All right? That's what it is. That's the hand still stretched out with hate in it. All right? Because they want to do things to you, man. And it says, and destroy thee, and I will weary. It says, and I am weary with repenting. The Lord said, I ain't going to turn back. Look what y'all did, man. And we rightfully so. Look at Jake now, man. They jump into Esau. They going and co-signing to his ways and changing up the whole doctrine, selling each other out for cheap and money. Straight demons, man. So Jake deserved what they got. You see what they do now in a cursed position. So there was the Lord was rightful in his judgment, man. Because Jake is crazy. I just seen somewhere they thought Wisdom of Solomon is talking about acts of passion. You know, it makes it sound that way, but the way he put it is disgusting, man. You know, you want to turn the Bible into something that it's not, man. You know, but you know that'll be another video. Lord willing, I'm just looking to some few things before I put it together. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 10. You know, this is not just, we got to handle this with the most utmost respect, man. You know, and it's not, that's why you read it as is, and if you don't understand something, you go into it, or you ask teachers, or you ask, because it's not our book to play with, man. All right, or to push forth and teach others so, because then you're saying the book taught me. They're not gonna really say you, they're gonna say the book taught you, and you taught them, so the book is the real culprit. No, the way somebody breaks it down, man. That's why I said there's no private interpretation. Even though he's a prince over all, he must be under tutors. You must be taught this, man. You can't go out there on your own. That's like going out to a forest you've never been in, thinking you're gonna make it through there. No, there's cuts, there's crevices that somebody that's experienced would know. So if you're not experienced through this Bible, which is the greatest maze of all time, then don't go in there, man. All right. And it says the preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. Hold on, let me keep going. No, that's it on that. Salakia. Oh, it's Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It's not what I needed. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go." That's why they keep mentioning the black community and the Latin community. All right, and the roundabout saying that the Native American community also, because that's showing you that's in the spiritual that they're not mentioning Gad, because they're just saying the Latin community and putting them all in one. Just like the nation, when we were split, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi was considered Judah, and then Israel was considered the northern kingdom. You know, so when it mentions Israel in the Bible, it's talking about, so at times it's talking about the whole nation of Israel, or speaking about the northern kingdom. And then Judah, where it says Judah, is talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's things that you learn from being taught, from being learned, and being pushed or being directed the right way to go through the Bible, man. It says, and took them captives and held them fast and refused to let them go. So this is the place prophesied. This is Babylon the Great, where the nation of Judah and Israel were pressed together. That's why they keep speaking about Negroes and Latinos, and they even say Native Americans. All right, but that's what the further proof to show you that we're in the latter times, man. All right, we're in the latter times, and we're under E, and he's getting ready to be judged, man. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 17, and it says, that made the world let's start at 16. It says, "They that seek thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man who made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" And that's what Esau is going to be told when he goes down, man. "That made the world a wilderness, and destroyed the cities, that opened not the house of the prisoners." That's why the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been held captive here, going on hundreds of years, man. And they're saying, "Oh, it's equality, man. We still being choked out on the street in 1920. You know, there's still 2020. There's still racial killings going on by cops. Not even average Joe Edomites. These are cops that the same Negroes die and pay taxes to. Check that out. This is Isaiah 49 and 29 or 25. It says, but thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away. And that's Esau. It says, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. And that's us. For I will contend with him that contend with thee, and I will save thy children. The Father's going to save us, E. So you do what you do, man. The Father said he's going to send his mighty angels to have charge over us, man. All right? That's why we know we don't have to worry about lifting up the whole cross. The Father going to deal with you, man. He going to get you. He going to touch you for trying to touch the apple of his eye, man. You've gotten away with it long enough. All right? The earth is crying. We're crying. Creation is crying to the Father to get you, man. So it's only a matter of time before that promise and those cries are answered, man. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar. And Shalom Akim to the next time. Keep faith, keep fighting. And we almost there, man. Shalom.